On Mars, just north of the equator, there is a region of low elevation called the Elysium Planitia, named for the mythical land of the afterlife. The Elysium Planitia is a volcanic desert crossed by many lava flows. Noted as being one of the youngest-looking lava flows on Mars, you can observe the heavily cratered background. The lava flow, slightly darker, is much less cratered. On the southeast side of the Elysium Planitia is the head of the Athabasca valleys, which were carved by catastrophic floods of water. Within this region, south of the volcano Elysium Mons, is a system of parallel fractures called the Cerberus Fossae, named after the three-headed dog that guarded the entrance to hell. The Cerberus Fossae is a 1,600-kilometer-long network of faults cutting through the lavas. The canyon rims have sharply defined edges, and the walls show layers produced by earlier lava flows. The fractures are still opening, with the walls collapsing into the fissures. In some places, you can see a row of collapsed pits at the end of a fissure, indicating earthquake activity that has affected lower layers, removing the support system for the upper layers, which then collapse, forming pits several hundred meters wide. These are called en echelon fractures. As tectonic activity continues, new sections of the rim continue to collapse, creating canyons that could be a kilometer wide and hundreds of meters deep. Scientists believe that the water flows in Athabasca valleys may have emanated from the Cerberus Fossae fractures at a rate of 1 to 2 million cubic meters per second, 100 times the rate of flow of the Mississippi River. The actual source of this water is highly debated, and scientists wonder whether it is possible to have a future water event on Mars. Over time, erosion continues to widen and change the troughs. As the walls of the channels collapse, the bottom of the fissure becomes covered with boulders and dunes. More recently, lava has flowed through the channels, as evidenced by areas where it appears that lava or mud flows came over the edges of the canyon wall, spreading away from the fissure. In the walls of the fissure can be seen gullies originating near the top of a cliff and running down the cliff face. Areas of the canyon walls and floor contain dunes created by weather events in the canyon. You can also see fissures forming in the walls that can eventually cause large portions of the cliff to collapse to the canyon floor. The walls of this impressive gorge show layered deposits of previous lava flows. Thanks to high-definition photos provided by the Mars Reconnaissance Orbiter, scientists are able to study the geology of the Cerberus Fossae and hope that future expeditions to Mars will provide samples which will help them to determine exactly what part these fractures played in the development of the surrounding area and the source of the water flows.